Sha'carri Richardson definitely takes the win. She's going to be well clear of everybody else. And possibly, how it goes with Sha'carri and wind. She's one of those lucky athletes when it comes to, running in a positive wind in America. And we may see a 10-6 from her. Hey Trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Trackies, how are y'all doing? Please remember to like the video and of course subscribe to the channel if you've yet to do so. I mean, come on, you're returning to watch anyway, so I don't know why you're not subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. All right, so Trackies, we've been talking about what's going on from a Jamaican perspective as it relates to, national trials, but of course, the Americans will also be having their national senior trials coming up as well. So I want to take a look at the sprints on the female side. If you don't know what the thing going to track is, you have to know your friend them and you have to know your enemy them even more. I keep telling y'all when it comes to track and field, when it comes to stepping on the line against Jamaica, then it's a straight battle for me, 100%. So of course, I want to know what America is going on with and what I think, the athletes are going to do at the trials. So let me take a look at who is leading here for America. Of course, we have Sha'carri Richardson, that's head of the pile that has run 10.76 seconds so far for the season to be second ranked in the world based on times. Then we have Aaliyah Hobbs, 10.86 seconds so far in the season. And then we have Tamari Davis, 10.89 seconds. We have Shanti Jackson as well, that has run 10.89 seconds. Morleki Kinnison, 10.95 seconds. Sears Jasius, however you want to pronounce it. Sears, 10.96 seconds. And of course, we have Abba that has run 10.98 seconds. Mackenzie Long, 11 seconds dead. Celera Barnes, 11:01. So those would be, Twanisha Twerry, because I know I was missing a name. Twanisha Twerry, so far has run 11.05 seconds. Then we have Melissa Jefferson, 11.06 seconds. Brittany Brown, 11.06 seconds. Okay. So, Chuckies, those are the main athletes that I'm looking out for in the women's 100 meters. Clearly, we have Gabby Thomas that also runs the 100 meters sometimes, as well as, Abby Steiner that, doubles in the 100 meters as well. Do I think she will, from an Abby Steiner perspective, challenge for a top spot on the team? No, I do not. The same thing I think as well for Gabby Thomas. I do not think that they will challenge for a top spot on the American team as it relates to taking 1, 2, 3. Remember, America only has 3 spots because they're not the defending champion, of course, and they do not have the Diamond League winner as well. So they only send 3. So from all these, fantastic athletes, they look much better than Jamaica this season as it relates to how many athletes have dipped below 11 seconds on the prospects that we're expecting from them. They're looking really, really good this season for sure. So, what are we expecting, or who do I expect to really challenge for those top spots? Right now, I'm definitely looking at Sha'carri, I'm looking at Aaliyah, I'm looking at Tamari Davis, and I'm also looking at T. Terry, Twanisha Twerry. Those are the athletes that I'm looking at, as it relates to taking a top spot. I like how Mackenzie Long looked, during the NCAAs. The issue that I have with these athletes that I always talk about is that there's a difference between running in the NCAAs and running, for your national team. In the sense that, times that you have to be running to quote unquote win, those are the times that you have to be running each round to quote unquote progress, right? So I'm not really seeing an NCAA athlete really come out and do anything special in this field. So I am going to stick to the senior athletes, the ones with the experience that have been contending on this team for a while. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Tanisha, Sha'carri, Aaliyah, Tamari Davis, and of course I'm gonna stick with I'm gonna maybe toss in Morleki as well into this list. All right, so trackies. I've been really impressed by Tamari Davis. She's very young as well. Tamari Davis, I think, is around 21. Um, I think she's roughly 21, so she's very, very young, and a very promising athlete as it relates to the women's 100 meters for the United States. I'm really looking at her taking a spot this season because she looks very, very, very solid. Right, so Tamari is actually 20. So yeah, she looks very, very, very solid this season, track is. I love how she executes her race. Technically, she looks sound as well. So I'm really looking at her. Aliyah Hobbs. I was expecting her to be further along this season. I'm not gonna lie. From her 10.86 that she did all the way back in April, I was expecting her to look much better, but as you all know, she broke her wrist, was out. So she this that probably hampered her. Maybe she also did experience some further injuries that we're unsure of that has set her back as well. But I'm not seeing that kind of separation that I was expecting to see from her, for the rest of the field, because I was expecting, herself and Sha'carri to be well ahead, and then with America would possibly have to worry about one spot. But based on what I'm seeing from her, I'm not getting that separation, especially when we talk about Tamari Davis. Tamari Davis has been very challenging her so far this season. So I definitely expect Aliyah Hobbs to come under some heat, in this race. Will she have enough to pull out a place in that top three? Possibly, possibly, possibly. But again, it will be challenging for her because again, she'll have to come up against the likes of Tamari Davis. Now, an athlete as well that I'm looking to see really turn up in this event is Tanisha Torrey, training partner, of course, to Sha'carri Richardson. She looked good last season, so I'm definitely expecting her. Her time, hasn't really said much so far, 11:05. But when trials comes around, these girls, tweak what they have to tweak, and they turn up at trials in their best shape. So I'm expecting to see her turn up in her best shape and challenge again for that top spot. So, or one of the top spots. So, what I'm seeing is that Sha'carri Richardson definitely takes the win. She's going to be well clear of everybody else. And possibly, how it goes with Sha'carri and wind. She's one of those lucky athletes when it comes to, running in a positive wind in America. And we may see a 10-6 from her. We may see a 10-6 from Sha'carri Richardson for sure at the trials. So let's see, if that materializes. But I have her separating herself well clear, of the rest of the field. The question comes to, those other two spots. And I have three athletes. I have Aliyah Hobbs, Tamari Davis, and Tanisha Torrey that will be fighting for those three spots. Maradeki Aikenison, even though I had her, up there, I do think she's a step or two behind, if I'm being fair, based on what I've been seeing. So I'm gonna stick to Aliyah Tamari and Tanisha fighting for two spots. You know how it goes. We cannot go into two. So yeah, two people will definitely take that spot, in my opinion, out of the persons that I've spoken of. Who I'm not sure of. I'm only gonna call one person, and I'm only gonna call Sha'carri Richardson. And some way, somehow, you know how it goes for America and their championships. There's always a surprise. Somebody always comes out of nowhere, or what we assume nowhere, and challenges for a spot on the team. So are we gonna see that this year? Possibly. But can't really call what I don't know or what I haven't seen. So I'm just gonna stick with the girls that I'm expecting to perform, and that's Sha'carri, Aliyah, Tamari, and Twanisha. Those are my top four, with of course Sha'carri separating herself from the rest of the field. Very, very clear. So Shakis, you tell me in the comment section now, what do you think? How do you think our biggest challenges save Mary Jose Talu? What you think about them? You think so we can cover them? How you think they're gonna go at their trials? Are they gonna challenge Jamaica this year? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. As usual, like the video and subscribe. I'll catch you in a next one.